Hello students, so last time when we left off you had your code of your Hangman game, and it kind of started doing this where we could subtract letters from it. We made sure those letters were always capitalized, and we started out our logic of building the game because we had all the variables we pretty much needed. But as you can see, the game just goes on forever and it never quite updates itself properly into how many letters we have right versus wrong. So, let's go in and let's actually start making this. So, remember from last week we were checking while the wrong answer, so how many times we got it wrong. So while we're wrong, but we're wrong less than the maximum number of wrong, so basically, while we have not game overed, and while the dashed word, which is, this letter, these dashes representing the word, while it does not equal the picked word, so basically while we have not won, so while we have not lost and while we have not won, we will go and do this stuff. And what we did was we, picked a letter and we showed the player what they had on field, and then we picked a letter. If we already picked that letter, we made them pick again. And we just made sure that we added to the word bank and letter bank to the word bank and the used word bank. Sorry, the used letters and the letter bank and the used letter bank, respectively. So, that's where we left off. It functions, but it doesn't update properly. So, let's just go and let's start making some new stuff. So, we're going to have to check to see if, let's first off check to see if our guess, if the letter we pick is even in the word. So, what did we name it? We named our guess, guessed, right? So, kept it easy. So, if guess is in, so if it's inside the word, so what's the name of the word? What did we name this guy? We named it, I guess the picked word is what we named it. Yeah. So if it's in the picked word, so if it's inside the picked word, we're going to do something. And of course, colon to enter in. And, we're going to have to do something. And this is going to be a slightly interesting thing. We're going to have to make ourselves a new variable, okay? And whatever it is we want to call it, I'll just name it new dashed word, so you understand what's happening. Because the dashed word currently is literally all dashes. We're going to have to make a new word and put the stuff inside the dashes. So, we're going to just currently make a, we're going to just currently make a new dashed word, and it's just going to equal dashes. It's going to equal nothing for right now. Okay? And then at some point, we're going to have to go and make our dashed word going to equal the new dashed word. Because what's the word we're checking in this loop? Dashed word. So we're going to have to bring that guy back. But we can't just simply change and append and remove stuff into this. So we're basically making a new place to put stuff in to make it all new things, and then we're just going to put it back inside here to check. Okay? So that's what's going to wind up happening. Now obviously if I were to, execute this right now, and I say pick a letter, see how my dashed word is like this, and then I'll just put, I don't know, G. Obviously, nothing's happening because the word isn't in there. So, I don't know, let me hit A. Okay, maybe hit E. Oh, now you see what happened? So, G was not in it, and A was not in it because the dash word existed. But E was inside of it. So, while my E was inside the word, I made the new word, which is empty, and now the dashed word equals the empty. So as you see, this one has the dotted lines, this one has the dotted lines, this one has the dotted line. This one does not. it's empty. So, we know that we've gotten to this point, so we have checked if the guess is inside this. Now, we just need to figure out a way to get our guessed letter inside this new dashed word to enter this, because I really don't think you want, every single time you get a correct letter, this guy to turn invisible. So, let's on the next video figure out how it is we're going to fix this invisibility glitch. How to add the letter into this.